Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. This time it is in the middle of Halloween night that also happens to be full moon, so there's that. I also have a couple of finger claws. I would do like a full hand, but then gaming's possibly impossible, so I'm just disabling like 2 out of 10 of the fingers that I have. So it is fine. It is fine. We should probably talk with Skelter about that girlie in the club, but first I think we're just gonna do the mission for LaCroix.
Need a ride?
Oh yes, you may take me for a ride. I like rides. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that it's just there in Santa Monica. I was like, where is the option to drive the cab up to the ship? And then it's like, oh yeah, I can't take the cab up to the ship. That's weird.
Hops, bro.
But you know what else we're gonna do? We're gonna go back into our apartment and stare at TV. Because sometimes the TV starts getting paranoid. Don't stand in alleyways alone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have a posh British accent. It is actually the middle of the night, but I'm planning to stream up until like 3 AM. That's fine. I cleaned my apartment today, so I wasn't being totally unproductive. I also had a nap.
The closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight. Investigators say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach. In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as ripped, torn, bloody entrails smeared upon the walls, splatter on broken windows, feet in weird places. Murder, murder, murder. A tourist bus destined for the ancient city of Angkor Wat that failed to return Wednesday night was found this morning, though without any trace of its operator or passengers.
That's creepy.
Officials have dispatched several military units into the area to search through the surrounding jungle, amidst concerns that it is related to one of a number of Southeastern Asian terrorist organizations based in the region. 3 American citizens are among the missing. Actor Ash Rivers is lucky to be alive after his car crashed into the gate at Parasite Studios earlier tonight. Witnesses say that they were shocked when the Negative Zero star emerged unscathed and apparently unfazed by his high-speed accident.
He was just like, meh.
Released a statement stating that Rivers' crash was due to a mechanical problem and that the studio is not pursuing legal action against Rivers for the trademark gate's destruction. Miraculously, this is the second crash Rivers has escaped unharmed in the last year. Several dead at a beach house in Santa Monica tonight. Police suspect the slayings were carried out during a drug deal gone bad. They suspect this may be the work of vampires and, hey, have you seen any vampires around here? A massive
There you go.
explosion rocked Santa Monica tonight, sending
TV's
smoke
going
into the
crazy.
sky and prompting a lockdown of the warehouse district where the explosion took place. Early reports suggest that the warehouse destroyed in the explosion was being used in a weapon smuggling operation and that the source of the detonation possibly came from you.
Possibly came from you.
For further updates. No criticism or vandalism. Paintings on display at Santa Monica's Gallery Noir were slashed by an intruder who evaded capture by security. The paintings were estimated to be worth nearly $250,000. They were to be auctioned in a charity event tomorrow night. A robbery gone bad at the Surfside Diner left several dead after the attempts by the would-be robbers were thwarted by a diner patron turned vigilante. Witnesses saw the vigilante run from the diner after they were alerted by the sound of gunfire inside. Police have stated that vigilantism will not be tolerated and that they know it was you.
No, it was you.
Slasher struck again, this time in downtown Los Angeles. The body of Sean Milton, a former convict that was recently released for good behavior, was found butchered, similarly to the other victims of the serial killer. Police believe there may be a connection between Milton's prison past and the slasher. We'll have a full report on this story later tonight. Simon Milligan, host of local cable show Haunted LA, and his crew are reported missing tonight. The team of the popular supernatural-themed program were filming around downtown Los Angeles.
I just love the fact that our paranoia gets into the TV.
The crew started to worry when they failed to return from a night of shooting. No trace has been found yet of the Haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural end. though police disagree and have started a sweep of the areas where the crew was filming. An update on the Elizabeth Dane. The ghost ship was towed into county waters off the port of LA, where police are searching for evidence of the crew and whether the ship was being used in drug or terrorist-related smuggling. Coast Guard search parties are still patrolling the area where the Dane was first spotted, though the fate of the crew is still unknown. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists scratching their heads.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we're gonna start looping the TV soon. Ship's like full of blood. When I was on it the last time, and they're like, oh, the crew just went missing!
The moon is melting.
Right, buddy, go your own way.
They're not sharp. They're actually nice and plastic. Because they have holes, though, I was like kind of tapping them into each other, and I sometimes can get them stuck together. That's the bigger issue. Oh, and you definitely can't use the mouse with it, hence why only 2 fingers. That would have made a weird clip if anyone would have clipped it. Though honestly, they're not sharp. But I sometimes manage to stab myself with the wrong end of them. Like, I get my finger too high in, and it scratches and then it bleeds. Why are you all of you in combat positions? Oh god damn it, I actually had to tell the prince that I'm ready to go. Nope, nobody was trick-or-treating. England's going into lockdown. So like, no Halloween for us. How did I manage to actually forget to tell the prince that I'm ready to go? Now I have to like run all the way to downtown and go up there and go, hey, by the way, Ribbit, let's go. By the way, I am ready to go. I mean, I've been there and back. It's good, Prince. I scouted the area.
Yeah, you go right on up and see Mr. LaCroix. Ah, let's see what we got on good old camera 3. Oh, well, hello there. I've been thinking about you. Oh, yeah. I want to lick you all over. Then make my way down to your creamy center.
He is literally looking at a pastry, by the way.
I can't stress the urgency of this task enough.
I am always ready to be gone.
Good. I'm counting on an encore exposition of the talent you showed earlier. Go. And remember, under no circumstances are you to open the Ankaran sarcophagus. We'll talk later. Good. There's a boat waiting for you on the beach in Santa Monica.
It wasn't until you told me that it is. Which is what got me very confused. So he literally just like saw us spend half a night running around. I was like, where the frig are they going?
The moon is melting.
Going somewhere?
Please, melty moon sounds really delicious. Somewhere elsewhere, anywhere, let's go. My lamp just like literally really wants to fall off today. I think it's because I have long fingers. I know that that sentence makes absolutely like no sense, but I have very cramped table positioning. That's like cramped and cramped. And in case you haven't heard yet, cramped. I'm thinking of stopping after Malkavian, because I promised to stop after October. The only other run that I would even consider doing would be Nosferatu. Because, well, Nosferatu also have unique lines. Outside of that, the clans that we wouldn't have played were Torador and Bruja. Yeah.
Hey, what can I say? You preserved my ass. I truly appreciate you not saying anything, and I want you to know I take care of those who do me favors. So from now on, you need equipment, info, you come see me at my apartment. Don't hesitate.
What has set Great Mercury by the waters?
I just wanted to make sure you knew my appreciation. And like I said before, someone needs something, I can get it. This boat, for example.
How fleet your feet, Mercury?
I tell you, that blood you guys got's an amazing thing. Help close up a few wounds. This back alley patch fixed up the rest.
I love the fact that he understands what I said, because once again I don't.
Last time it's gonna happen.
May the wings on your feet fly you to lighter skies. Farewell. AKA, may you enjoy going places. Now, every single time when I get there, the guy complains about my outfit. Bet you anything he's gonna doubly complain about my outfit today.
Yo, for Christ's sakes. Tell Jacobson if he plans on making editor-in-chief, he's gotta start working with me. I can't keep getting him these scoops if he's gonna send high school journalists who don't know enough to wear something that would blend in.
I mean, high school journalists that were assless chaps. See in division of Jacobson's corrupt crony.
Take it easy, Lois Lane. This is still a badge you're talking to.
What are our hands in this business?
All right, look. I got you a copy of the initial report, and I can get you into the cabin, but you gotta make yourself real scarce after that. Anybody catches you, I don't know you. And no goddamn flash photography, brainchild.
Don't think I even have a camera on me. Where does my path lead?
Hold up a sec. Hines to Marsh. Hines to Marsh. Marsh, they need you up in the bridge. Over. There. The security room will be clear.
Clarity's not my goblet of Earl Grey. What?
Head down the stairs behind you and stay low. When you get down there, wait for me to call off the guy guarding gangway A. As soon as he leaves, get your ass moving, and don't let him see you. I'll give you a couple of minutes, but don't dilly-dally. In and out, okay?
Not my goblet of Earl Grey. Dilly and Dally are strange bedfellows.
Don't forget to stay out of sight. If anyone sees you, you're on your own. Take the stairs up to the security room. There'll be a computer.
I don't really like sanity.
Lighthouse.
It's not
All
my
one
thing.
word. You getting all this?
I shall sail toward this beautiful beacon.
Now get a move on. And don't forget to tell Jacobson I get double my usual fee for this one.
I think I'll remember. Maybe. Maybe.
Hines to Jacobson. Anderson. Hines to Anderson. Come in,
Anderson, Jacobson. What's the difference, eh?
I just saw a baleen whale. Yeah?
He didn't want to move, and he sounded highly unexcited. It's like, yeah. What again? You whale watching again? I think all the doors that we need are upstairs. And this is definitely one of them. The reports. Status. Control. House. Nice that half of this is like not password protected, half is. Select the controls for rooms and shit is protected, but the records themselves are not. Deck cams on. Oh, whoa! This ship is all Bobby. That is also like really a lot of blood. Yeah, that's not a ghost crew, that's an eaten crew. There's a difference. Like, that crew was very thoroughly nommed on. Ah! Getting stuck in the door. Getting stuck in the door. Let's see. You have... Yep, I have successfully completed all the tasks. That is not my exit door. I mean, it could be my exit door, but it's just not a very smart exit door to have. Unless, of course, I really wanna, like, be seen or run, like, face first into their ass. Because I can't do invisibility. But I don't really wanna run face first into their ass. Whoop! Yay! Now we get to tell the prince that the thing we did. Yeah. You can also sneak all the way to the sarcophagus using your invisibility, which I have done once, but it's better to just use the cameras, honestly. Just feels like such a waste of time. I do like seeing the scene up close sometimes. But at that point, you may as well just slaughter the ship to do so. I mean, sure, your humanity will hurt, but still. Not here, please. Downtown. It's like... Oh, hi!
I know this might seem creepy and all, but please don't blow me off, okay? Someone told me I could find you here. I mean, I've been looking all over for you since that night. Because I just wanted to... I'm in your debt. I want to help you. I owe you my life, and I feel like I need to repay you. I almost forgot. I'm Heather. Heather Poe. I'm not weirding you out or anything, am I?
I do not see death over you anymore.
Only because of you. What you did for me. Here, I got you this. I thought you might be able to use it. I can be useful to you. I'd do anything. Just tell me you'll let me help you. Let me stay with you. Make me feel this way.
If I could share my thoughts, you would run. You do not want this.
You don't mean that. I know you need me. Just let me stay near you for a little while. And if you still don't want me around, if you tell me to go, I'll go. I promise.
In your mind, you're already there. Blah 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 blah. My words are useless. I don't actually know if we've managed to reject her or not. But I kinda want to reject her because that way she doesn't get killed by the Sabbat. We always tend to have her around, which is
Evening, Missy. You back
not
to
fun.
see Mr. LaCroix again?
He is impatient for me.
Yeah, he told me to send you up as soon as you came in. Lots of people here to see Mr. LaCroix. Nice guy. He seems a little different, though. I wonder if he's... that's his business.
I am gone. I wonder what he means by that statement. Is he wondering if LaCroix is like inviting some hookers in the middle of the night?
I've said all I need to for now.
So there's two Ventru, Gary, and Strauss. That's not... How many kindred does downtown have? Because that seems like very, very few Primogen. Like 2. That would be like 2 Primogen.
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the bullet points of what you saw.
The decks were washed with the blood of seamen.
And the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Seamen.
What did you see?
Bloody hands crept from within and made wonderful patterns all over.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
Oh yes, I wondered about them all this time.
Those were the Primogen, this city's clan.
Like 2 Primogen.
Worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the
and 2
security of
Ventru.
their own skin, which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone or is missing. The Sabbat's appearance has put the Primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us.
If it pleases you.
Yes. About Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian Primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid bent lately, so you may have to check under every bed in the place for him.
That is kind of offensive towards my clan. I wonder something first.
I suppose I can spare a few seconds.
Questions of faces.
Yes.
Rat was one, what are the others?
They are the representatives of their clans, though more often than not they represent their own best interests. They stay close to power, but are too fearful of the consequences to wield it. Nonetheless, I seek their counsel on occasion.
That did not answer my
Yes.
question, honestly. Your murderous wall. Shh. His eyes are on us.
He's my sheriff. When there is a problem that words are wasted on, I send him. The less one sees of him, the better.
Okay, so I suppose we meant the sheriff and not like a literal wall of his murders. Murderous wall. Did he only have 3 Primogen? That's my question.
Dry the corpse in the oven with peppers and fur.
Need a ride?
Yes, you may take me for a ride. How many kindred are there in total? Would have fully expected them to have good voices. They're great. I like them.
You're in for it now.
I ain't listening to you either. I'm going places. As fast as I can. At least that guy found entertainment in his life.
We said you. Cranberry sauce. Hotel Foxtrot.
I actually wish that we had more insight into Grout from what was there, considering that we're Malkavian. What? Yep, random candle pulling coming up. What? What did I just find? This petrified reed was not meant to fall into the hands of the damned, but vampires can benefit from its shamanistic magic all the same. Increases defense by 1 point. Why is this here?
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
Jesus, Grout, you weird. I have many people after me right now.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end at dawn. Of course, there was no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects. Exceptions. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess in there.
What did you do to them? Where do you get them from? I'm actually like listening through all of his voice files again because we're Malkavian, so this is appropriate, but do you get insane people? Do you turn people? Do you ghoul people? What do you do to them?
My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
Was your wife still there after you got embraced? Did you embrace your wife and cause her a mental illness?
Rustling robes of the Reaper.
I have so many questions and none of the answers. And just like it was for him with his maker, there's no Grout to ask all of these questions to. Rat's very much dead. Unfortunately. Okay, I don't think that there's like anything in here. There's one in here though.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy.
I like the idea that
Numerous
invisibility is a
official
symptom.
interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
Ah, you thought that he could cure this.
I have accepted the role of Primogen.
Also, can you imagine being all like, you know, invisibility is a symptom?
Applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
I love how Malkavian is criticizing all of the rest of them for not being rational enough. Oh, we haven't heard this one, apparently.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactylpintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhood. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
The thing is, he could have cosplayed his own, like, son or daughter or whatever in order to, like... Who's even laughing? In order to, well... to come back into science if you really wanted to. You could have been like, oh yeah, I was just related to that guy, that's why I look alike. And thank you, Omar. My character is indeed dressed really weird because they're Malkavian and decided the assless chaps are a good pair of pants.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires. Voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of realist or theirs. The voices are various, inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
God damn it, I would have really liked for you to commit his name to recording. I bet it was LaCroix. I bet it was LaCroix. Because apparently LaCroix has sicked Ping Zhao on them to have him killed. But that being said, well, I mean, my voice inside my head in here apparently knows Russian, so there's that. There we go. All the food for all the us. Now, my high investigatory skills say that there's an actual secret passage in here. I never bloody knew. Oh my god, the heck is this? The heck is this? I'd never been here. I honestly think that it likely was actually here. It's like an actual part of the game. I mean, it lets me see into all of the cages, so I suppose that's how you would observe his subjects. What was he even researching? Okay, so there's like one dead subject in here. I think it's insane humans because I can't kill them with a heart attack.
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously. who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices.
If you can see his future dark crimes, did you see your own death?
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention.
Peace.
I no longer hold my fragile composure around
Picture.
the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers.
Aw, Rose.
Especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian
That's somebody's
bargain,
heart.
but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless.
Bunny, a brain.
Myself within the mansion.
Your whole ass wife.
Strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it. I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. The cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
So was she alive when you preserved her? I'm concerned that she's actually like a vampire but is like in torpor. And we never took her out. So she's likely human but dead. Because he decided to preserve her in a giant jar. I have so many questions, Grout. So many questions and none of the answers. But then again, I don't think you have any more answers yourself anymore. Hey, my whiny voices are very fitting right now. The several dissection boxes. I want to say jewelry, but that looks like a torture device.
By the flames!
Grout's killer? You're not mine.
Out is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
But will the Lord come? Will the Lord come? Where are your manners? How about an introduction?
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeldbach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the Archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Much talk, little sense. Okay, so the exit is actually inflamed. I wonder where he's going. Because he went in a completely different direction to me. I mean, then again, I don't think that he wanted to run through all of these people over here. I think that's just a me thing. I'm like, you know what would be fun? Running through a heavily burning building, yeah. You, like, stop setting me on fire, please. I have things to do and places to be. I even collided with the dying man. This room had no furniture, and that's really weird. I mean, obviously not the weirdest thing in the Grout's mansion, but that's still weird. Like, he had a room for the sake of rooms. Never occurred to me that that room wasn't furniture, honestly. I didn't think about it. Hello!
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
Ow, that was my ass cheeks. Pluck it from your mind, they shall already be upstairs.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double-spaced burgers with the onions and the cheese and some bacon and a guacamole. Ooh.
I am going up. And you're going down. Now, no matter how many times we kill people in the museum, it seems like the game never reprimands us for it, so let's see about that.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
So, how does this go? Like, was Grout supposed to, like, call one of your Primogen? And then, like, one of the Primogen was supposed to phone LaCroix, or... What? We no longer hear the voice of Grout.
Grout's dead. What?
At least you implied the right thing from my sentence. Who is back? Why does he want to set me on fire?
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Buck killed Grout to draw me out.
Now, if I was an intelligent cookie, I would say yes. Back, Grout was not hunted, he was disposed of.
Buck is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
I don't know in what mind or why would I ever mention the fact that Nines was there, but Nines, he seemed to be there too.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
I don't like dramas. Please change your channel to a comedy.
I'm glad you find this so amusing. I don't. And do you know why? It means...
Beware of the
under most
deceivers.
Circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place
And
the
totally not
sarcophagus
your
under
personal
common
wishes.
until its contents can be confirmed. This also is very important, so I need to call upon your skill once more. The Ankaran sarcophagus was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago. I would like you to bring it back here for safekeeping.
Dogs fetch,
Let me finish. The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
My hands are dirty. Let me wipe them on new bills.
Here, I'm feeling charitable.
So what do I do now?
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
I personally want a massacre. I will massacre commit. Hunt every security guard. Got it. first my mind wonders something.
1 or 2, but that's all.
Why would one hunt blood?
A blood hunt is a death sentence. When one commits a high crime against our society, a blood hunt may be called. It is then the responsibility of the city's kindred to bring the offender final death.
Who is the spider in the web between you and Bach?
My history with that family dates back to Bach's grandfather, who pursued me into Africa, where I killed him. Bach's father tracked me to London to meet his death. And now Bach and the Society of Leopold have followed me across America. They never learn.
Who's Leopold?
Witch hunters. An anachronistic holdover from the Middle Ages. They are inquisitors, whose fanaticism has convinced them that their triumph over the supernatural will save mankind and secure them a cushy spot in heaven.
Okay, I will go to the museum now.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast.
Kill everybody.
You are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason.
Kill absolutely everybody. Done is good. And then when you kill everybody, that's when your task goes significantly faster, for that's when everybody's dead. Yay! Learning how to complete quests with Marta. Ribbit! Let's go. There's still that whole Patty Skelter thing. I don't know if I want to do the whole Patty Skelter thing. Okay, so I did say everybody. So apparently that one has actually cost me humanity. Interesting. Okay, we need to find the cool exhibit key thing. Yay, we found the exhibit key thing. Now, is killing you okay because you're actually shooting at me? Kinda hope that it is. Yep, it is. We have no qualms about self-preservation. Though we are killing absolutely everybody. Look, I'm gonna look at these exhibits, you like it or not, so you may as well stop trying to stop me. There were a whole 2 of you that came up here. I just want to eat you all. I like how one of them is like, Jesus, it's like, damn right. They have a hippo and a rhino, a lizard and a cat. Interesting that they have all of these like plush animals. I don't think that they're called plush then again. Stuffed. There we go, stuffed. Like some of these are like dinos, but then others are just like regular animals. And you're like, but why? Is this like a zoo/dino exhibit? This fire exit is painted over. Where are you? man who was determined to shoot at me? Did you fall to your death? Oh, well, that's hygienic. You can wash your hands before you use the phones. It's like this place was made for 2020. Okay, so that will be the way down. Yes, someone is indeed here. That would be me. Hi, was that you making all those noises? How did you not notice my existence? So he can like see all of the museum from here, but somehow I went through all of it. And he did not come out to play.
Hey, hold it.
Hello? Please don't beat me over the head inside a toilet. I'm just playing the Gotta Catch Them All game in here. With all of you guys. Okay, so that's just a crawly space. I think that's the wrong door. This should be the right door. Dork! Jan found them buried in the sofa downstairs and turned them in for lost and found. Stop leaving your damned keys all over the place, or else next time I'm demanding a finder's fee. Ooh! Who leaves their prescription in their workplace? At their desk?
Hey, who's there? Hey, hold it.
You're legitimately like seeing your friend having a vision of death. Maybe don't go after whoever done that. There 13 stimulants in every bottle. Liquid demon seed. Stab her down. So you can have blue seed, ecstasy, rondo, dank stank, or 13 yellow snow, sex, triple team, Real Sanchez. Jeez, their names. It's me book now. It belonged to me now. I don't really care if I'm noticed. Because once again, I'm just trying to be thorough and kill absolutely every single person. To see if LaCroix actually takes offense to my murder spree. As for some reason, they keep on forgetting to take offense to my murder spree, and I'm taking offense to them not taking offense. It's like I am shattering everything that I can now. Change the code 2358. Oh, hi! There we go. Found 2 policemen. 2 policemen. Ah, this place is gonna be so devoid of life when I'm done with it. And obviously, Pisha's stuff. Can't forget Pisha's stuff. Two, 3, 5, 8. Now, I know of at least one more, like, in here. It's like one more policeman, but that's... I think that's it. Could you please don't hit me over the head? Actually do hit me over the head, because then I don't feel guilty about eating you. So this door is like painted for some reason. But we can't see the room over there. I love the fact that their laser thing is ruined this easily. Like, as long as you smack it. Hi! I was gonna have a lovely snack either way. The point is to murder all of you. Ah, nice big exit. Okay, sorry about that. That would have been cat-related trouble. Using the key sets off the alarm in here?
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Well, I mean, I just killed... Yeah, it was, cats. Cats, hence the be right back screen. I was like, oh, that's gonna get into the thing, so let me just know. I just murdered everybody in the museum for that box, so hey. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Beckett. Why am I clapping?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
I like how he tries to be like super normal up until the very, very end of the game, in which case he gets really spooked and it's just dynamite in the box. Did you stare at the box? Sometimes I stare at things for hours.
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
The old ones, tell me that they're not real, please.
The antediluvians? No one I know has ever met one. But each bloodline or clan supposedly traces its origin to an antediluvian. Some say these grandsires still exist into the present. But then, kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
The thing is, there's no real reason why they couldn't exist. If you read the lore, antediluvian just means before the flood, which roughly puts you before the start of the Bible. So if you're a couple thousand years old, you just count as one. So you saying that, oh, they don't exist is kind of like, none of us can live that long! And all of us die before that point! See an old box around here? That's all I need.
Oh, don't let me interrupt your progress. If indeed you've made some. My reason for being here is probably being bid on as we speak. Someone is certainly going to be surprised when they find out they've just paid a kingly sum for a desiccated old corpse.
Oh, you think somebody's selling a corpse? Stop being my shadow, that is all. I'm like, Beckett's following me. Despite the fact that everywhere where we go, where Beckett is, it makes sense that Beckett would be there. Okay, now before we do anything, let's see Skelter. Skelter's not gonna like us because we kinda said a thing about nines. So I believe the blood hunt's not on like just yet. I'm actually not too sure if the blood hunt is on yet. E-opera! Hey! It's like opera, but electronic. Ah, phones! Something that's super gone by now. I don't actually know, Jade. Maybe I'll ask Twitter about it. Or YouTube. Because I'm kind of tempted to do Nosferatu playthrough as well. Where they also have unique lines. Hi!
Fuck, you got a lot of nerve showing up here.
Oh yeah, they definitely announced it. Why is it charged words, Helter Skelter?
You think said he killed a goddamn privilege.
Well, great minds think alike. His shadow crossed my path at the Primogen's palace.
I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid.
Where is he with the name of numbers?
Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
Bullshit.
What the hell did you want?
What? Have you deeds that need done?
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. It's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
Is Patty the name of this ghoulish girl?
Yeah, Patty. You must know who I'm talking about then.
Is this Patty a prickly problem?
She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy died.
Yay!
Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more.
Yay for the playlist being saved. Tell her sugar daddy has lost his sweetness.
Man, she's been told he was dead. She don't listen. Just ass again louder. Junkie, she's gonna make a scene and get us all some real heat.
What dark deeds need to be done?
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't black is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
Did you try feeding her your blood? I will serve the children of entropy.
Alright, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
I shall peruse the streets for this little Patty. Very well. It's like, so the clans that I haven't revisited yet was Toreador, Bruja, and Nosferatu, but everything that's outside of Nosferatu has very similar lines. And everybody reacts to them very similarly. So I'm actually wondering, how many Bruja are there even under Camarilla? I have a feeling that they're like the prime their prime anarch material. I know that apparently Gangrel's all left. And then wanted back in and we're told no. Up! This is my chance to get through all of these people that are gonna block the door. That's also an option. But just like, I have my finger on heart attack, the ability.
Lovely evening.
You can scream, you can not scream, I don't really care. Where did I send her? Dark back alley. Where? Which one? Is it this one? There are really many. It has to be the one like right around confession, but I didn't see her there. Oh, she's going over here. That's okay. Suppose she was just slower than me. Apparently she's going over here.
What are you doing here?
Feeding. We're scanned inside my brain case. That's where you're going to. Yay! Problem solved. 1 experience and down to 6 humanity. That's fine. I could have actually used that shortcut because it's not a bad shortcut. It cuts through this whole street. Do I even need to... Yep, I need to tell Skelter that we have solved the problem. It's unfortunate because this is such a long street. I have to really question what that opera was about because that's like a tentacle skeleton. Actually, what's in these buildings? Baby sale? Well, I don't want to really buy a baby. Your Peckening coming soon. Oh, the Peckening. We've been in the workshop. Was 2004 just like really edgy with their ads? I honestly don't remember.
What the hell did you want?
Oh, that's not very nice. Ghoulish Patty is no longer possesses a problem.
Ghouls ain't nothing but trouble if you ask me. It's a weakness, pure and simple.
The veil still hides us, Helter Skelter. Farewell. Thing is, I think I'm gonna take the Anarch ending, but I'm like not aligning with them up until the end.
Souls draped in rotten tatters and father dances in the dark.
Can I join that dance? Because the way that you say father is kind of like really alluring. So, you know, I want to dance too. Sounds like a fun thing to do. A lot more fun than going to see LaCroix.
Oh, excuse me. Starting to doze off there.
I know how you feel.
Guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in.
I mean, that's why you're here.
Like on that show, Ape Detective? That monkey always gets his man.
LaCroix mutters my name perturbedly.
What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you.
Was I like a literature
Me, I spent most
classman
of my
or
youth in the
something?
entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
You speak but to yourself, I am already gone. Does he have like an elevator button? That's my question. Oh, this is the broody scene. Let me speak to you from this angle.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
I was just thinking that he looks like German Aryan race, like summed up, really bright blue eyes, very yellow hair, and very, very, very pale. More, encore, melodramatic soliloquies. Gotta love them. Applause.
I shouldn't expect you to understand. Here is the reality of the matter. The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. Now to the matter of the sarcophagus. Do you need assistance bringing it up?
It was stolen, but there were lots of dinosaurs, so I had fun.
Stolen?
Stole.
Stolen? How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Me too! Who's Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones.
We're a simple person.
It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
The Nos.
I want him found.
The Nos?
Found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city if it were to fall into the wrong hands.
First a dead man, then an old box, now's a Gary. It's like a scavenger hunt.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless, he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort her out.
Oh, but I wanted to hear it. Did he do it over the phone? Did he do it to his sheriff and then his sheriff had to run out and inform everybody else? Those are all really important questions.
Bone rattle melodies and worm-laden rain.
Bodily functions are denied for me for now. Just drive. What? I need to introduce myself to Isaac. I need to be like, hi Isaac, how's it hanging?
Ain't seen you here before. And if I haven't seen you, neither has Isaac. So that's your next stop.
Do you like go back and forth throughout that whole street repeatedly, like for a very prolonged amount of time? Because I feel like go back and forth throughout the street repeatedly for a very prolonged amount of time, in case, you know, Isaac ever shows up. That is my next stop. Do you do parties?
Isaac's in the jewelry store at the end of the street. Consider yourself invited.
Hotel Foxtrot.
Don't wanna.
You do.
Provoke me.
Waste of effort.
Oh. I'm not a waste of effort, you mean man. You're a waste of effort. How do you like that? I should really ask about the gargoyle again.
Bone rattle melodies, worm-laden rays.
Okay, so it's not the moon melting this time around. Hi!
Good evening, Neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me?
Your messenger spun me around and pointed me in your direction.
Very courteous of you to stop by. All kindred that enter my domain are expected to introduce themselves. It may seem like an outdated formality, but it serves its purpose.
I bet that not a lot of kindred enter your domain, because otherwise you would be like just having introductions every day, all day long. Your purpose is a mystery to the lunatic in your office.
It gives me the opportunity to personally welcome visitors to my domain. It also helps to establish an understanding in advance, so that there are no unfortunate accidents while they are in town.
Does the Elay in LaCroix not stand for LA?
LaCroix, that egotistical fop. His reach in Los Angeles far exceeds his grasp. Prince, don't make me laugh. Prince is a title, an outdated and absurd bit of jargon given to any fool that would scheme hard enough for it. I don't recognize it, and neither will any kindred under the protection of this Baron.
Oh, but Baron is like a better title, right? It's not like you just declared the Republic of the Anarchies, or calling yourselves mayors, or anybody votes for you. You're like, Prince is an outdated title, but let me tell you about Barons. Your words are fearsome, but are they uttered by fear?
I don't fear LaCroix, nor do I give a damn about his jackboot sycophants and court jesters. Let them all come to Hollywood. It would be a battle sequence worthy of Kurosawa.
I'll be sure to pass on the invitation.
By all means, please do. Now tell me, what brings you to Hollywood? And don't tell me you're just here to stroll the Walk of Fame.
Wait. Do not a lot of undead just do things for the sake of doing them? Like, they not get rest days. Because there must be like a lot of times when nothing is happening, so is it really so out of character for somebody to jump onto the friggin' taxi and go, you know what, I just really want to visit LA tonight? Where have all the sewer rats fled?
Your clan appreciates a good joke, doesn't it? Don't you find it the slightest bit hilarious that LaCroix would send you to ask me, of all people, where he could find the Nosferatu? Has it truly come to this?
Hilarious!
The kangaroo court.
What?
I'm willing to give you my full cooperation, provided you pay proper
I actually hurt my lungs trying to do that, and there's a lot more ha-has on the screen than the amount that I read. Ow! There wasn't enough breath for that. Pay for one who lives in a jewelry store. Very greedy. What is the cost?
What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got an email saying that the seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden.
I wonder why.
The person won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this?
I am your executioner!
Absolutely not. You pull that cowboy routine anywhere in my city, and I'll personally take an interest in seeing you suffer. I had in mind something a bit more subtle. Now, pay attention. Here's what I want you to do. Go to the Ground Zero Internet Cafe. Look for a directory named Joseph K. and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right?
This is done, but first my mind wonders many things.
There'll be plenty of time for questions later. I'll explain everything when you get back.
I must pick up your mail.
Excellent. In the meantime, consider yourself a welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
I'm home! So can I, like, go and stroll down the Starry Avenue now, or is that still, like, not a thing that we do? Come on, I mean, there must not be a lot of people. There must not be a lot of people out at night. This would be, like, the perfect time for sightseeing, right?
Oh my gosh, is that you? Everyone was worried sick about you. When you didn't show up and didn't call and nobody knew anything about what happened to you, we thought you were dead. Are you okay? You know what? Never mind. We have to help you.
Do I normally wear clothes like that? That's my question. Madness, believe me, I know.
It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that it?
I'm suffering, but not from amnesia.
Together, we can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive.
No, don't you remember me? I'm your pet turtle from when you were a kid.
Shelly? Holy crap, you got big! I'm sorry I flushed you. I thought you were dead.
No hard feelings!
So, what's it like to be a turtle?
It's a lot like being a walking house that eats lettuce.
Can I give you a hug, Shelly?
I would let you, but the other turtles might start talking.
Well, it was nice seeing you again, Shelly. We should get together for the holidays. Call me, okay?
You know I'll be there. Goodbye, Samantha. I literally told her that I was a turtle. Oh god, the dementation that you can inflict on one with a Malkavian. Don't you remember? I am a turtle. Oh, you are?
What's up? Oh. Welcome to Red Spot, home of the Monster Chug. 72 ounces of your favorite beverage for 89 cents. Blah, blah. You need help or something?
What is this city hiding from me?
Humility? Seriously, you want some orange juice or something to help you come down? Because, like, you're wigging.
I seek only the blood of the living.
Oh, are you that lawyer? You're gonna have to talk to the manager, dude, because, like, that sexual harassment case, I, like, don't even know, okay? And, like, it wasn't my ass who grabbed.
What? What?
Are there any scientists out there listening to this?
Again? Oh, wait, I don't even have a car, dude.
Has the killer that walked these streets bloodied his hands again?
This isn't gonna turn out to be ironic, is it? You're not like a serial killer, are you?
I mean, I just told you that I seek the blood of the living, and then you thought that I was a lawyer, so there's that.
Chocolate syrup or peanut butter?
Is the city of stars on fire?
Always. You should come out and see my band, a bowl of cereal. We're playing tomorrow night, crematorium. No cover for chicks.
Chocolate syrup or peanut butter? Chocolate syrup or
Are there other situations I must place myself in?
Yeah. They don't let me in anymore, but damn, the girls in there, dude. It's like a midget smuggling ring in there.
Let's see who else
if
we
you're
got.
into that kind of thing, I mean.
What do you do for a living? I'm
Roger.
I will enter the volcano later.
Hey, you know, you should really ask me about the special, you know?
Commercial should have like
What is so special?
I'm glad you asked that, baby. Seeing as how you look trustworthy or something, I got this.
You thought that I was on crack like a few seconds ago.
Grapple juice. You get a free weapon of your choice, bro.
So,
You
if
interested?
you haven't really written anything, how can you call yourself a writer?
Here are my eyes, show them your courtesy.
They should like combine pizza and nachos together and call them piznachos. Man.
That guy's he just keeps on going. I need higher research again.
I could go.
Don't have enough melee to use that. I'll leave this here.
Some piznachos right now.
Oh, I have something against wearing pants, I swear. I'm like, cop outfit without pants? Yeah, that's my style. Nope, nothing in here. Interesting that I can actually open that door. I mean, it says employees only and everything. Well, I heard something already collide.
They're coming.
I agree, Whispers. See? Jane, drive. Pronoun, verb. Make learning fun. Need to read, racing. Space tennis online. Park Ranger, a park service first-person shooter not in my park, buddy. You actually have a game going in here. Interesting.
It's not my problem.
$5 per hour, you must sign in, no porn. That's acceptable. I think hotel in Turkey that I was in when I was a kid actually charged less. Like a couple euros an hour. Email. Meet me in the alley behind Fast Book. Oh, I will. Where did all of the internet cafes go as well? I swear they just... I know that there's still a thing in Japan, but I swear they just disappeared off the face of the earth in here. And everywhere, for that matter. Which is like a shame. Hi.
Yeah? What do you want?
The Blood Baron sends forth the pawn to obtain the terrible tape.
What? Blood Baron? What the hell? Who are you? Didn't Isaacson... damn. You must have the wrong guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Get lost.
I just have a way with words. Shadows draw near you, little messenger. Tell me what you fear.
All right. Sorry. It's just that... I mean, something is... I just want out of this whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that damn tape.
Speak your secrets, little messenger.
I don't know. I mean, when it comes to video, I've seen everything. And I do mean everything. But this thing, it's sick. It can't be real, but it is. I know it. It's real, and it scares the hell out of me.
So did you, like, see actual people murdered on tape, and the only thing that's, like, super bad about this is the creature? So where do we draw the line with everything? I see teeth and Tara, a girl lost to the bloodstorm.
Oh, you have no idea.
I mean, I just described it.
That girl, the things that are happening to her, it just ain't right, man. It just ain't right. No. Something's wrong. Something's after me. I swear to God, something's after me.
I think something is just after in general. Your back bears the stripe of the most curious yellow.
Every place I go.
I literally just said you peed your pants.
I see things. In the shadows. My phone rings. I hear something breathing on the other end and... Shit. I'm out, man. I'm out of this whole thing.
Okay. The problem is not when your phone rings and you hear somebody breathing on the other end. The problem is when your phone rings and you no longer hear anyone breathing on the other end. Rid yourself of this curse and hand me this horror.
I don't have it. I stashed it someplace. Look, you need to find Ginger's swans. Huh? What the hell was that? Oh, shit. Did you see that? I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I expect that, people. I feel like that literally sounds like I know that you were gonna get murdered, but I don't care. Ah, actual friggin' chicken ad. Friggin' chicken. No, I just really wish that they took major characters from this game and made like quite a few spin-offs of them. It's just like you kind of want to know what they got up to in the last 16 years. Swan, a name synonymous with beauty and glamour to this day, was a great celebrity of the late 40s and early 50s. Her credits included such movies as Gilded Hummingbirds and When No Means Yes. After her passing in 1964, she was interred in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery Mausoleum. Noob camper. That's not very nice. Don't like put notes like that into the wall of properties that you do not own. I say as if I need to warn sane people that putting shit into walls is not a good idea. Pushy, pushy. Carry, carry. Ooh! Explosion. It's okay, the barrels ain't freaking out anymore. It's all's good. All is fine. I am not gonna be guarding his cemetery, but I can get him a prostitute or do dirty things with him.
Puss. Might want to think about knocking next time I damn near blew your hat off. Thought you might be a zombie.
I think my shambling needs work. What makes you say different?
Who else would be waltzing in here in the middle of the night? Name's Romero. I'm the caretaker here. Well, that is, I don't exactly keep people from getting in, although that is part of my job. No, you see, I'm here to make sure nothing gets out.
Really? I'm in charge of making sure stars don't go anywhere. Stay! Good star.
See, it's like this. Every night around this time for the past, several months now, the dead have been getting up with an itch to stroll down Hollywood Boulevard. Nobody knows why, but they're working on it. Till they figured out they needed a volunteer to patch the problem, and I stepped forward. Problem temporarily solved, the Baron's happy, I get to shoot zombies, and guarantee I get my blood for another month. I've carved out a nice niche here.
Why don't the dead sleep?
Who knows? Vampire necro hoodoo, toxic waste, solar radiation. The important part is, they continue to rise up, and I get to put them down. Everybody's a winner.
The dead taste your lead?
Shoot them, blow them away, frag them. Whatever the situation calls for. Sometimes I throw in chopping and dicing, just to mix it up.
Okay, have you tried slushying the dead? Because if you slushy the person, don't think that they would get up the next night. Prejudice against the undead is strong here, so I'm gone.
Hey, you wouldn't be interested in watching the place while I go handle some business, would you? I'm not supposed to leave, or it might end up in a zombie holocaust or something. Like one time these goths snuck in. Ooh, wasn't pretty.
So you're only been hired for like several months now, and somebody already managed to die on your watch? Ah, that's not a good look. No thanks, but for the grace of the blood, there go I.
Well, if you change your mind, you know where I'll be. Careful not to let anything out as you leave.
It changes as it stays the same. I am gone. I don't want to watch over his cemetery again. I had enough cemetery watching on my Tremere, and that was very, very stressful. It's like, that's a thing that I've done once, and I'm good. I'm good. Nope, that's not where my tape is. That's where my tape is. Okay, that's like supernatural levels of dark. Somebody might want to fix that light bulb. Suppose their mausoleum still has a few free spaces. That's what the dark is. An impressive cross. But anyways, I need to deliver that tape that I already know what's on it. It's all the pretty things. All the nice good looking stuff, yeah. I also have a feeling that what they should do is they should make like a game set in World of Darkness. Except the stakes are a lot lower. And you're just doing more the average everyday stuff. Like, hey, we have a coterie and, well, things do come up. There are criminal activity, there are things that Camarilla wants to take care of, and... But at the same time, sometimes we just spend days discussing Larry's shoelaces because we have nothing better to do. Or complaining about how poor we are. Hi.
You made good time.
Hand me the item.
That was good time. I mean, I had to go all the way to the cemetery for it. It is already in your hand.
I didn't doubt you'd find this, and I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place. I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us.
I like how you said get comfortable without checking how long the tape is. I mean, we know that the tape's like 2 minutes long, right? But it could have been literally 2 hours. Isaac is like, I'll talk with you later. I really want to look at the tape.
It's more disturbing than I was led to believe. You can understand my concern now, can't you?
I don't get it.
It just so happens that around the time this snuff film started circulating, the Nosferatu disappeared. I tried to elicit their help in tracking down the source, and for the first time in all these years, I was dismayed by their absence.
What magics do you use to summon them?
Usually I just put the word out I'm looking for them, and sooner or later, they appear.
Sell me at a yard sale. I am used.
If you think you can find them without my assistance, the door is over there.
The tape hides the sewer rats from us?
I assume it does. It's awfully coincidental otherwise. And those creatures. I don't know how many professional FX houses could pull those off. There's a problem, though, in that the film's incomplete. The first half is damaged. We need a complete copy.
You know how much is incomplete? Like, literally 2 seconds. My tribute was traded for a pet sewer rat, not this.
Again, if you think you can find them without my assistance, the door is over there.
The copy must have a twin somewhere.
Behind the spit-shine gloss of the Hollywood Dream Factory, there's another city churning out a vile byproduct for the furtive consumption of a debauched audience. I have no doubt the film's found its way to another smut peddler.
I like the idea that everybody just goes, you know, fine, just leave if you don't play nice with them, but then you can't actually complete the quests. It would be funny if you were like, oh, okay, I'll just leave, and like just did everything on your own. The Ritter's hands are so pristine. Let me adore yours.
I get them plenty dirty when a neonate doesn't know their place.
Oh, so you only like punch people that come to your house then?
Mind your manners. That's all I ask of visitors to my streets.
If I find your tape, I will resist the urge to unravel it. I am gone. That being said, I'm not gone. I wonder something first. What can my idle hands make playthings of in your city?
There is something, but it involves a gargoyle. I can see that's got your attention.
Tell me of the stone one.
It's taken up residence in my beloved Asian theater. It is closed now, but that's beside the point. I sent some people to evict it, and it sent them back with a few less limbs.
But don't worry, those grow back.
Can't have that monster attacking kindred in my city.
How does one smash stone?
It's a walking block of stone with a taste for blood. I'd suggest whatever method doesn't result in you being eviscerated. In truth, I'd rather have it as an ally, but I doubt it's going to be chatty. Here's the key for the theater. I'll leave it up to you.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Kill ourselves a rock. Oh, Malkavians are so cheery. I picked that quest up specifically because I wanted to go and annoy Strauss again. That is literally all. Though I am really surprised that Strauss normally falls for, oh come on, you can tell me. Not here. Like he goes, no, this is a secret, I can't tell you anything about it, and then you're like, oh come on! You know that I'm trustworthy. He's like, on second thought, I made that thing. And then you're like, uh-oh, I could use this to hurt you, and he goes, uh-oh, you could. Why did you disclose this to me? I don't know. That's that conversation summed up. Conversation that we're about to have. Hello! Can I like... Oh! Okay. Your coat has like, symbols on it. That can't be just a nice design choice. Though, it's nice to see that it's actually not like, leather, because if you look from this perspective, it's like holes in it. So he's not actually wearing all leather, but his shirt, and this, it's just so reflective. Whenever you actually... What's with this material? Yeah, what's with the... Did you shine your coat? There's like symbols down here. Yeah, he got this custom made. No way he bought it with all of those. I mean, I appreciate a good coat. I have a pretty good coat myself. I love the fact that not a single character finds it really weird when after like my 5 runs I decide to come in and stare at the details really close up.
Hello, Neonate. How can I be of assistance?
That almost sounded angry, honestly. Okay, now your eyes are looking more neutral and less angry. That's good. Might we trade words, Wizard King?
Of course.
I seek knowledge of gargoyles, the stone-skinned blood golems.
Gargoyles? Why are you asking about gargoyles?
Oh, I don't know. I just ran into a few. One haunts a theater in Hollywood. Tell me more.
What can I tell you about them?
Your eyes hide a blood secret, Wizard King. Tell me of this blood golem.
Yes, I know something of gargoyles, and of this gargoyle in particular. I had hoped that he would meet his final death, but it seems my creation still lives to torment me.
At least it makes sense that he divulges this information to you here, because you being a Malkavian, you already know more than you should. You fathered this fiend?
Yes. Many years ago, I created this gargoyle to protect the Chantry from our enemies. He was a faithful servant, and saved my life more than once. Unfortunately, he became increasingly upset about his role as my protector, and wished to be set free. I refused to do so. Finally, he stole away into the night, and I haven't seen him since.
Set free? Like, killed? Or... I see. Well, Isaac Abrams has asked me to get rid of this gargoyle.
Isaac Abrams? His disrespect for the Camarilla is surpassed only by his hatred of LaCroix. If he finds out, it will be a source of great embarrassment for the clan and the Camarilla. He cannot learn that this gargoyle was my creation. Do you understand?
I will keep this sorcerer secret.
I appreciate your discretion in this matter, Neonate.
What need I do now?
Here, take this. It is an ancient ward that may help you on your battle with the gargoyle. You need only carry it on your person to enjoy its protection.
Gift appreciated, but how do I destroy the demon?
With much difficulty, I'm afraid. Gargoyles are notoriously resilient. Their hides are made of stone. Firearms will be almost useless. Blunt force is the only thing they understand.
Tell me more!
What can I tell you about them?
Tell me of them in general.
A gargoyle, put simply, is a creature that was created to protect the Tremere clan in the early years of our existence. They are very powerful, and not to be trifled with.
Trifle. Created by the Blood Sorcerers?
Yes. We used our extensive knowledge of blood magics to create a race of protectors. They served that purpose well, but they have also caused many problems. It's a complicated issue.
What color is this complication?
Well, many gargoyles still serve their Tremere masters, but a number of them have since rebelled and gone into hiding. They are a sentient race, but ultimately unfit for the freedom they desire. They need the guidance of their former master.
I mean, you think that anyone like below a century old needs guidance of anything, so nah. I wanna out of this conversation.
What can I tell you about them?
No thanks more. Goodbye. It's kind of weird to be like backpedaling in a conversation. I think it's this way. It is, but can't pass the library. God damn it! Ah! Well, can't find it anymore. Never mind. Was never there. This information on gargoyles, it will just have to do. Will have to do. Yeah, at least he gave me a protective thing. I do have a lot of XP. Yeah. At least a couple in melee so that I can use this book. Oh! Especially if we will actually have to wield a melee weapon in order to kill it. I mean, I can also wield my fists. But I imagine that's not recommended. I mean, I suppose if you really wanna, you can hit the rock a lot, but that must hurt. That must hurt. I am here to buy myself a good sledgehammer. Special me. Special me a lot.
And hey, why don't you call me
good old trusty hammer.
KL5 KTRK.
But also,
been waiting in the queue quite a while to speak to yours truly.
Take a few things off me, please.
Insects.
Insects? As in you have an insect problem? Or chirping crickets are keeping you up? Or you have nightmares about them? Help me out here.
No. Don't you know? When you fall asleep, they can crawl
They
in
should
your
like
mouth or your
combine
ears or
pizza
your
and
nose.
nachos together and call them piznachios. Man, I could go for some piznachios right now.
I read something. I don't know where, but do you know the average person eats
Oh, food.
The radio man is being, afraid of eating some bugs? Question mark? It's like, I think I am eating bugs in my sleep. Well, you're likely or not, but okay. Don't mind the lunatic with a giant sledgehammer. Nothing to see here. Worst case scenario, we're kinda gonna get out the same way that we came. Because thankfully, that door never locks. I love the music upon your entry, it's like perfect. So who's drumming? Do you like have a buddy drumming there?
Kindred invader, monster, I will smash you, crush you, tear the flesh from your bones.
Ah, the stone golem that I've come to slay. Okay, currently this blunt force is doing quite a good job, honestly. I think trying to give him a heart attack might have given him some brain trauma. Oh, here's another heart attack! Where you can never have enough. You're really hard to hit, by the way. I'm sorry, Cookie. I would have given you to Isaac, but I really don't want to betray my bold man. Even when I'm not like aligning myself with him, I'm like, no, bold man's secret. This time around, I have quite a bit of insight. Yep. Things that I might need to find are shiny this time around. Which is cool. I like my things shiny. See, shiny's pretty. Dude. Jesus, my voice is going. I might go with it in a moment. I wanted to tell you that Gargoyle's done. Stone one lies in pieces.
I admit, I thought you'd come back here with a stone foot lodged in your backside, but I'm glad to see you've proved otherwise. You've got a lot of promise. It's a shame you're still working full-time for the wrong side.
Children of Camarilla are my playmates.
I'd like to hope so. Well, if you'll excuse me.
I'd line up. I know something I won't tell, maybe. But no, I am gone. Maybe the next run, if I'm doing one. Maybe the next run.
Souls draped in rotten tatters and father dances in the dark.
Unravel melodies and worm-laden rains.
The skies are always so pretty. It's literally just like... It's a very simplistic skybox, but it's so pretty. I love it so much. I like the sky in general. But anyways, thank you all for watching, folks, because it's getting like really late and I kinda need a nap. Really use a nap. It's been a long week. But yeah, Hollywood next time, eh? It's we're continuing going for we haven't finished yet. Yeah. Thank you for watching. It has been a long week. Toodaloo.